Hector gains the upper hand in the Battle of Valor. Taking the lead, Hector moves straight towards the Dragon's Gate. Before his eyes, eerie ruins appear. What could they be? They connected to Nurgle? If they overlook an enemy lurking within, they could be attacked from the rear. Without pause, they open the rusty steel door and step inside. The value of life. What do you want, monster? You can't fight. You cannot harvest quintessence. Powerless and frail, you are not but a false puppet. Pale imitation. Is this all I was capable of creating in the past, this fool? Absolute worthless. You are my blunder, my failed morph. You are of no use to me. Go somewhere and rot into dust. More of them. There are still some morphs left. This must be Nurgle's doing too. Hey, Lord Hector, is that weird? It's that weird power again. Like in the ruins below the desert, the area where the magic was nullified. Magic seal here. Hector, what are you talking about? What's a magic seal? I don't know. I don't know too much about it. What's going on? It feels different than the last time. In the desert, its energy felt so hostile. Now it feels more like sorrow? Hector, they're moving. I don't know who they are. It looks like we're after a fight. Show them no mercy. Let's go. Alright, so we're gonna pick, I've got a total of, I guess, only a couple guys I can pick. So let's hurry up and pick the guys we want. Rebecca, you're at 20, I don't need you anymore. 2019. You'll be the pack mule for me, Rebecca. Backup in case I need backup. And go. Merlin's game 8. Yes, I'll deploy Merlin for funsies. Alright, so let's see here. 10, 11. You guys are gonna lead the pack, as they say. And after that, we'll bring up our backup units, I guess. Like our buddy Nils, who hopefully I can keep out of range of the people who are no doubtly running, tomahawks and lances or javelins and everything else. Fine, fine. Already mentioned already. Our major goal here today, get everybody up level. So that'll be fun. In unrelated news, I am not really sure. My body seems to go in these weird patterns recently where I will drink a gallon of water. I probably mentioned this 100 times before at this point. My body goes in these weird cycles where I'll drink a ton of water and not really understand why I'm drinking all the water. And then, not hours, but days or even a week or two will go by. And then, all of a sudden, as if you turn a switch, I gotta go to the bathroom constantly. And by constantly, it's usually at night, and it's usually about every 2 to 3 hours. Which is not great when you're trying to sleep and you gotta get up, and it's cold, walk down the hallway to your bathroom, use the restroom, standing there trying not to fall asleep while you're going. Then you go back to bed. 2 hours later, having drank nothing more, you're full again. So, whatever. I'm in one of those drinking cycles right now where I've had It feels like a gallon of water, honestly. But I've had, in addition, because there's water in everything, you know. I had milk. I had coffee I had coffee for breakfast, or a bowl of cereal which has milk in it. Okay. The coffee itself is an Americano type coffee, so it's mostly water, not like an espresso or anything, where it's condensed down coffee grounds. Then at work, I have like a mug, like a small, I don't even know how many ounces, we'll just say 8-ounce mug. It might be actually smaller than that. And I had 3 of those in the morning, not 3 of those, I had 2 of those in the morning. For lunchtime, I had a thing of chocolate milk because I didn't feel like, I've been trying to get away from drinking sodas as much as I can. And so that's fine and dandy. And the chocolate milk. Then in the afternoon, I have three more of these mugs of water. You probably, well, how much? I'm not going all that much either. I'm just going the normal amount, which is once in the morning, once around noon, and usually once I get home around the time I'm getting home from work, about 5 o'clock. And then I'll go one more time before I have to go to bed. So maybe I should be going to the bathroom more. I don't know. I'm just go when my body tells me to go. But there'll come a time, and it's not going to be tomorrow. It's not probably going to be this week even, where suddenly it's just going to be like the rain clouds open up, and I'm just like, wow. I should stop drinking water forever. Pink. So we're getting towards the end of the game. I probably lamented this in the last episode, which I don't remember now, but probably lamented this in the last episode. But as we get closer to 20 our guys, which is 20 base level, and then 20 after promotion, we're going to start seeing some guys hitting their level caps, whatever statistic it is. So different classes have different level caps. So for instance, I believe Sniper probably has either 29 or 30 speed. So she's more or less at level cap. Whereas Hector, or probably the general, Osmond, probably caps out right around about 20 to 25 speed, I'd say. So, we gotta get Hector back in here. We gotta get Hector back in here for multiple reasons. One of the biggest is that he's, of the characters I chose to bring, he's probably the most defensive character available. And the only thing I really gotta watch out for is gonna be, obviously aside from just, we'll call them god tier weapons, because they're weapons that you like killer or brave in their name. Or you gotta watch out, because he's now an armored character, you gotta watch out for anti-armor weapons, which I haven't really run into yet, which is, I'm not gonna say weird, but it's odd that at this point in the game, when particularly in Hector's mode, because it's different than Elowood's mode, that at this point you have Hector, and you're probably trying to use him, and he is an armored unit. So you think you'd start seeing, oh, you got to pay attention because some of these guys are wielding heavy lances, or they're wielding armor, or armor slayer, and then hammer. You're just like, okay, you got to watch out for those. Like, no, they don't exist. They're not popping up. Is what I mean. That's a good level up for Hector. Not sure where we're really sitting at in terms of max stats right now. We'll get there, I know. I shouldn't complain and worry and piddle back and forth about whether or not they're going to get there or not, but because for the most part, they're going to get close enough that even if they don't max out a specific stat, they'll be close to it. What you really want to look out for is when a character vastly is underperforming their average statistics. So if Elwood at this level should have so much strength, so much skill speed, just based on the averages. And obviously you can get a good average or you get a bad average, where if you end up on the lower side of the bell curve, you can really end up with a very poorly created Lin. I think my Lin probably ended up on the better side. Definitely have her strength stat, but maybe some other things as well. Which, it's not ideal, I know. I mean, I don't exactly want the game to be like, well, when Elwood is at level 15, he has exactly this amount of strength, skill, and speed. I like the randomness of it. I do. But sometimes I don't know what to make of some characters. I'm thinking again, I keep talking about it, but I keep thinking of like a Hector's Hard thing. Like, could you imagine being 20 chapters in to this game and realize that 3 or 4 of your guys, while not completely unusable, are well below par. Like, well below where they should be. Because they just did not get strength, or they did not get speed, and they're not doubling, or something to that, wow. Good job, Lynn. Just did not get it. You didn't get the one, I mean, there's others, obviously. There's skill. Can't hit anything if you don't have skill. If you don't have skill and speed and luck, you better have defense then. Then obviously you need strength / magic to make sure that your characters deal damage. Otherwise, they serve no purpose whatsoever. Either they need to be, like a berserker-esque character that's wielding high might weapons that do 1,000,000 damage and have a % chance of critting, or because your rock can say like 20 constitution, but nothing affects your ability to wield any weapon, or you need to have strength and skill. Speed's nice if so you don't get doubled. I don't know. Particularly when you start running into these guys that are, what you call it, sword masters. I don't know if there's many. I don't know if there are many berserkers in this game. I think they did that because the berserker class doesn't get accuracy. So in Fire Emblem 6 they gave you a lot of like, well, you don't have a lot of evade, so here's a berserker. Good luck. I mean, literally good luck, because that's what you're gonna have luck. Versus, this game where they're like, yeah, we already know they're not gonna hit. So, and we don't want to put berserkers at the beginning of the game. So, yeah, it is what it is. Yeah, so I'm trying to figure out what I want to do now. That works. Yeah, look, she's maxed out in both skill and speed. She could use some more, so she can get 5 more strength. Defense and resistance are where they're going to be. She gets another couple points between now and when she hits level cap. I'll be surprised. She might get 1 total in the next 3 levels. Bravo, Rebecca. Is doing your big crit damage that shouldn't actually work on a general, but it does because you got 22 rank. Hector, it's 24 skills is maxed, which is fine. Give him a thunderbolt. Oh, she's got more levels than just... Oh, I thought she was at 7. My bad. My bad, that's my mistake. I thought she was at 17. So she's got another, what, 6 levels to go, so... She should definitely get some more defense and resistance here, but we won't see her getting... We won't see her getting to probably 20 in either stat. I would guess. Just because, you know, she might be close in defense right now, but... I'm not sure she's going to get 3 more defense between now and me when she hits 20. And she probably won't get the resistance either. Crit. Dodge. Defense. Attack. Boom. And you'll notice I don't really use Nils or Ninian special magic all that much. Because I much prefer their ability to give a character a second turn over this ability, but I do know that it is super good. When your characters are already doubling and basically taking out anything they run into at this point, there's not really a reason to give them a buff unless you're fighting a particularly difficult boss character. So it is what it is. And I am very, 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 very aware that a lot of the shit that I've done in this run will not work when I play if and when I play the hard mode. It's bullshit of just throwing guys into spots, not thinking about the long-term ramifications of what happens when this guy happens to also be in range and he comes up and after dealing 15 damage to your character, your character doubles. Guess what? Here comes 15 more damage on top of it. Oh yeah, and those 50% chances that don't ever seem to work. Yeah, they're going to actually work 50% of the time. And the 30% chances, they're going to actually work 30% of the time. And those 90% chances, you are going to miss 10% of the time now. So, problems with the troubadours here are, despite the fact they are magic users, they have bolting spells, which means I gotta send Elwood all the way back around clockwise around this freaking circle, because they're gonna start trying to bolt my characters from slightly outside of where the magic seal is. It's always lovely, I know. Just lovely. But why would you bring him? Why would you bring a mage into this level? You can only operate within these small, sunny spaces on the board. That's not going to do you any good in terms of attacking most of the characters. Otherwise, they're just going to be big fucking meat shields. Which, guess what? Mages aren't meat shields, they're spongy. Well, we're going to continue to do what we're doing. We're going to try to get Ellawood down there. Unfortunately, Ellawood's going to be on his own. So it's going to be him versus whatever number of troubadours start pouring out of the ground. There's an odd fact about me that many people already know. And actually, we'll save the odd fact for the next episode. Because I think I'm running out of time in this episode to talk about probably a long-winded conversation. But yeah, we're going to go down and murder these troubadours, and that's going to be about it for this level. I mean, obviously, we're going to take on the Swordmaster, the whatever you call him, the magic nullifier, magic seal. So the one thing I gotta keep on my brain's open about is anyone who is anybody who is outside the ring probably also not only have bolting, they probably also have a regular magic spell to make my life not great. So it's hard to tell. One step closer. So one of the fun factoids about any one of these Fire Emblem games is, yes, as soon as you open a door, they will, in fact, squirt out enemies out of a thing. Make it more difficult, because why would you squirt out the enemies now when you can do it later? It does irritate me that I have to finish these guys off with Rebecca because I don't have enough time to kill them with my boy. My perfectly average Lord boy. Getting closer. The Wu Dao. 29, 30 skill speed. The only thing you're lacking is in terms of being what I guess you could call the perfect Swordmaster would be if you had 25 strength, which you're clearly not going to get. I even gave her extra constitution to help with some of the weapon weights. Nice try. So yeah, they're going to alternate between these snipers and a set of generals every other turn. Fun. Yeah, so he has no attacks. He's just a giant evasion type person. Nice, 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 nice. Nice. That's actually a super good level up. Strength. And look like luck there. I'd say I want to say you'd have to be a little greedy to want something better than that, but I mean, particularly now that she's maxed out 2 of statistics. That's good as well. He's getting close to being done in terms of defense. Nice try. You can't kill Nils. He's the unkillable guy. Hooray! Hector's just gonna walk around with his fucking penis dragging on the ground, I think. He hit you with big penis club. Not a super good position for Nils. I'm just expecting him to evade everything, I guess. Literally putting him right in range. 30, 24, 17. 2 points off of defense. Probably not going to get there. Resistance probably 2 points off. Probably not going to get there either on that one. Pretty damn good there, Hector, man. Nils, you cannot die. I will not allow it. You must evade that, even though that was probably close to a 50-50 shot, I'm going to guess, without actually looking. Oh man, you're just cleaning up, aren't you, Hector? Couldn't have got that defense, could ya? Mad. Jelly. That's a level up right there. That's the kind of level up you want to see. Nils gets to run away because he's a babby. Bring you down. Keep going. Even though you won't really be much help by the time you get around. Alright, we missed out on a singular sniper. Alright. Does not matter much to me. Oh, blah, 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 blah. I shouldn't complain because, again, I mentioned she's got 2 of her statistics are already maxed out. So why should I be upset about that? It's like you always want the statistics they can't have. They get strength, you want speed. They get speed, you want strength. You want defense, they get resistance. You want resistance, they get defense. Inevitably, you run into a situation where it calls for the opposite of what you have. Woof! Jeez. Yeah, I'm like 90% sure that neither Lynn nor Hector are going to get to their S rank promotions with their offhand weapon. Oh, that was probably the worst level up you could have gotten as the final one. Could have at least given me something to work with. Also a terrible last level for Lord. Not doing great on our last levels. So I guess Lynn's got one more, doesn't she? I got one more in the tank, she says. Lovely, what a nice outfit. Dot dot dot. Miss. Hit him with the bow. Hit him with the other bow. Hit him with the Wiimote. This'll be it for him. I was like pretty sure he was gonna crit there. How sure was I? About 16%. Very close. Niels jumps to 16. I had a weird Niels one time playing Lynn's campaign where he ended up getting like 3 strength. Like what kind of character who's got like a 5% chance gets 3 strength? Dot dot dot. What's that? Oh, Ella, would you make my boner hard? The barrier is gone. We beat it. But what was it? We saw it here once before, then under the desert. It was the same creature. After that final blow, its body crumbled into dust. Yeah, same thing that happened to those morphs. So this thing, magic still was a morph too. But it didn't look anything like the rest of them. It was still a morph. When it died, it heard its voice call out. It called out a name, Nurgle. You hear that voice? Sorrow. It was filled with a terrible sorrow. Everybody, are you ready? Once we get through here, it's on to the Dragon's Gate to the final battle. Here we go. Time to crush Nurgle's ambitions. Alright, we did the extra mission. I'm gonna save, get off. When we come back, we are going to do the last chapter. Until then, hope you have a good one.